Let's get right into it. Number 10. The bulk buying trap. You walk into Costco for paper towels and leave with a 48-pack, a 10-pound bag of almonds, and 6 jars of pasta sauce. You feel like you've conquered capitalism, except you didn't save money. That 10-pound bag of almonds goes stale. The giant flat of yogurt expires before you eat half of it. The pasta sauce sits in the pantry for 2 years, until you move and throw it out. Studies show the average family throws away 30% of everything they buy in bulk. Your $200 Costco haul means you just lit $60 on fire. Bulk buying only saves money on things you use at a predictable rate. Toilet paper? Yes. Dish soap? Yes. A 5-pound tub of hummus for 2 people? Absolutely not. There's also the pantry effect. When you have a lot of something, you use more of it. You pour more cereal because the box is huge. Abundance tricks your brain into thinking it's free. And don't forget the membership fee. Costco charges $65 a year just to walk in the door. You have to save more than that just to break even, and most people don't. Bulk buy things that don't expire. For everything else, buy normal amounts. Your trash can doesn't need a Costco membership. Number 9. The free shipping threshold trick. You need one thing. You put it in your cart, ready to check out. Then you see it. You're only $35 away from free shipping. Something breaks in your brain. Suddenly you're on a mission, hunting for junk to add to your cart. 45 minutes later, you have 6 items you didn't need. You hit checkout feeling like a genius because you saved $8 on shipping, but you spent $43 extra to do it. That's not saving money. That's paying $43 for the feeling of saving $8. That free shipping threshold isn't a favor. It's a trap designed to make you spend more. Retailers know the average person adds far more to their cart than the shipping would have cost. The real move is simple. Just pay for shipping. If the item is $20 and shipping is $8, you spend $28. The moment you start adding junk to avoid that $8 fee, you've already lost the game. Number 8. The dollar store death spiral. You walk into the dollar store feeling like a financial genius. You grab laundry detergent, batteries, and trash bags. You spend $12 and feel like you beat the system. You didn't beat the system. The system beat you. That laundry detergent is watered down, so you use twice as much per load. You end up paying full price, but with extra trips to the store. The batteries are worse. You put them in your TV remote, and they die in 4 days. By the time a normal pack of batteries would have died, you've spent 3 times as much. And the trash bags. You fill one up, lift it, and it opens from the bottom like it's giving up on life. Now you have garbage on your floor. Economists call this the poverty premium. When you buy the cheap version of something, you often spend more over time than someone who bought the quality version once. The person who spent $8 on good batteries in January is still using them in March. You've spent $12 in that same time. They won. You lost. If you'll use it once and throw it away, the dollar store is fine. If you depend on it working, you'll pay for that price tag 3 times over. Number 7. Wasting groceries you planned to cook. You decided to stop eating out. You went to the grocery store and bought kale, spinach, and zucchini. You put everything in the fridge and felt incredible. Then the week happened. You ordered pizza. You got takeout. By Friday, you opened the fridge to a smell that can only be described as nature's revenge. The kale has turned to liquid. The zucchini has given up on life. You just threw away $60 worth of groceries, exactly what you would have spent eating out. Except now you also have guilt. The average American household tosses 32% of the food they buy. That's nearly 1/3 of every grocery run going straight into the trash. The problem isn't that you're eating out. The problem is you're paying for eating out and paying for groceries you don't eat. You're funding 2 kitchens, one that works and one that slowly rots. The fix is embarrassingly simple. Buy less. Plan for the meals you will actually cook, not the meals you wish you cooked. Number 6. DIY disasters. You watched a 12-minute YouTube video, and now you're a plumber. The guy in the video made it look easy. You find out later he's been doing this for 15 years. A simple leaky faucet is a $150 professional fix. You decide to do it yourself. You buy the wrong parts, go back to the store, then go under the sink and loosen something you shouldn't have. Suddenly, water is everywhere. The kind of water that has opinions about your hardwood floors and your downstairs neighbor's ceiling. The original repair was $150. The final bill, after the plumber and the water damage crew, is $4,800. The moment you're dealing with water, electricity, gas, or structural elements of your home, you are no longer in DIY territory. You are in, please just pay the professional territory. The pro isn't just charging for 45 minutes of work. They're charging for knowing exactly which valve to turn, having the right tools, and carrying the insurance that covers it when something goes wrong. Number 5. The cheap sunglasses strategy. Cheap sunglasses are a sneaky way to destroy your eyes while feeling frugal. When you buy a $5 pair of shades, your eyes see the dark tint and think they're protected, so your pupils dilate. They open wide to let in more light, but the cheap lenses aren't blocking UV rays, just visible light. Now your wide-open pupils are getting a full blast of UV radiation. You've made things worse than if you just squinted. UV damage to your eyes builds up silently over years. Then one day you're in a doctor's office hearing words like cataracts or macular degeneration. Cataract surgery runs from $3,500 to $5,000 per eye. Your $5 savings strategy could cost you $10,000 down the line. A decent pair of UV 400 sunglasses costs approximately $15 at any pharmacy. That's the only number that matters. Not the brand, not the style, just UV 400. Number 4. Never turning the heat on. Some people live like they're training for a polar expedition to save a few bucks on the heating bill, wearing 3 sweaters inside and sleeping under 7 blankets. But being constantly cold weakens your immune system. Your body spends all its energy trying to keep you warm, leaving nothing to fight off viruses. You get sick, miss work, and lose more money than your heating bill would have cost. Then there's the pipes. If your house gets cold enough, pipes can freeze and burst. That's a repair that can cost anywhere from $500 to $15,000. Comfort has a dollar value too. If you're miserable and cold at home, you're tempted to go somewhere warm, like a coffee shop. You spend $20 just to sit in a normal human habitat. Do that a few times a week, and you've spent more than your heating bill. The sweet spot for heating is around 68 degrees. That's not luxury, it's just not being miserable. The heating bill isn't the enemy. The frozen, unproductive, sick version of your life is. Number 3. The all-inclusive resort math. You're booking a vacation. A regular hotel is $150 a night, but an all-inclusive is $350. Your brain says, but it includes everything. I'm basically saving money. No, you are spending $200 more per night and calling it a discount. You arrive and suddenly feel the need to eat 4 meals a day to get your money's worth. You are not hungry, you are doing math. Then there are the drinks. You don't even like piña coladas, but they're included, so you're on your 5th one at 11 a.m. You're not drinking because you're thirsty. You're drinking because every sip feels like getting money back. That's not a vacation. It's a financial strategy with a tiny umbrella in it. All-inclusive resorts are designed to keep you on the property. The local town has authentic, cheaper food, but you already paid for the buffet, so you stay inside, eating mediocre pasta for the 3rd day in a row, because leaving feels like losing. You didn't go on vacation. You went to a very expensive cafeteria with a pool. Number 2. Skipping the dentist. A dental cleaning costs about $150. A root canal costs $2,000. That's the whole argument. Most people skip the dentist to save money, but it's a short-term gain for a long-term disaster. Skip the $150 cleaning, and plaque builds up, causing decay that reaches the nerve. Now you need a $2,000 root canal and a $1,500 crown on top of it. You tried to save $150 and ended up spending $3,500. Gum disease doesn't just destroy your teeth, it's been linked to heart disease, diabetes, and strokes. Bacteria from your gums can travel through your bloodstream straight to your heart. If you don't have dental insurance, look into dental schools. Supervised students perform cleanings for a fraction of the cost, sometimes for free. The student needs the practice, and you need the cleaning. You can replace a car, you can't replace your teeth. Well, you can, but implants cost $3,000 to $5,000 per tooth. That $150 cleaning is the deal of the century. Number 1. Buying a cheaper house in a bad location. You found a house that's $80,000 cheaper than the others. You feel smart, but you shouldn't. That house is cheaper for reasons you're about to pay for. The cheap house is far from everything. An extra hour of commuting each day is 260 hours a year. 10 full days of your life spent in a car. The average car costs about $10,000 a year to own and operate. Add a second vehicle because nothing is walkable, and you've burned through your $80,000 savings in 4 years just on transportation. If you have kids, a bad school district might mean paying for private school, which can cost $10,000 per kid per year. If you don't have kids, that bad school district still hurts you by killing your resale value. We spend hours comparing prices on a $200 blender, reading every review. But then we buy a $300,000 house in a neighborhood we drove through once on a sunny afternoon. The rule in real estate is location, because you can fix the house. You cannot fix the neighborhood. You can renovate a kitchen. You cannot renovate a zip code. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.